NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Devin Duvernay. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Well, you know, paramount for this deep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of his end zone, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and goal. Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Slump under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pollard to return from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Forced out to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott looks to throw on first. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going one. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Jackson now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Neville Gallimore gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So, Charles, just a shocking turn of events here. I mean, right when you thought this game had gotten away from them, they come roaring back and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Yeah, you're going to make me wax poetic here. Well, I don't know how good that's going to be, but to me, this is a testament to not giving up. The ethic that the coach instilled in them, that work ethic, that idea that you're never out of the game, well, this team has grasped onto that. They bought into it and have held each other accountable. They are never out of games, and they just proved it here.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. 75 yards. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens